मैं जमा कर लूंगा उसमें स्पेसिफाई रहेगा कि नीचे वाले 5 एक्टिविटी काम होंगे या क्या है ना टीचर ने बोलो बेटे तारीख को बना होगा भाई खुले खुले बैठा लो दूर दूर ये तो फिर बंद हो जाएगा डरा दे ये बढ़ते फीस भाई ये मुझे फिर देंगे नहीं तो दोबारा कम निकाल के रिमाइंडर भेजेंगे नेक्स्ट टाइम आई विल नॉट सेंड सही है ना
अरे सर अरे सर
उसने
Okay, Sir. Subject continue. Okay, good morning, students. Sit down your places. Only one in bench. Okay, students, you can ask any doubts from online also. To chart. So yesterday I got some doubts through WhatsApp. I'll explain them. If you have any doubts in surface area volumes, we can proceed. Any doubts? Already I told na. And any doubts not only from surface area volumes. This is only interacting and revision session individually. Any doubts you can ask from any topic. Because you want a concept, sir. I am not clear with the concept. And
ठीक है ये बेटा ये तो अलग बात है आई विल टॉक समथिंग डिफरेंट आफ्टर स्कूल यू एंड कृष्णा कृष्णा एंड प्रेम
okay, now your doubt I will explain now. Likewise, who are sending any time in between earlier I used to send to them directly, but related to the topic and it should be known to everybody. I am explaining the classroom. It's better now. And any doubt, suppose in the concept also you are not clear, that also I will explain, no problem. Because already what you know, volume of cylinder or derivation, it's not important. If you know already what is that, I don't know. Na? What you require, you ask me. And I am free to teach anything related to subject and confined to syllabus Taram 2. Because that is our core. Right? Taram are not required now. It's a waste of time. That we can discuss individually when you want anything. Come to part, any doubt, any concept, any question, anything you can ask me in the classroom. And that will be explained to the online mode and offline to everybody. So who are sending me doubts, I am explaining in the classroom. And still you want anything in the offline also or through chat they ask also, I will be receiving there. Na? That also I will explain. Because already we covered these topics earlier 2 or 3 times. You may be knowing it. And still you have doubt also you can ask me. There is no rule that, but I should know what you want. Otherwise I am teaching you blindly as it is continuously and you don't require it. It's a waste of time or not. So we go specifically what is required for you. The other day also you asked me doubts, I explained, right or not? So how do you get to know why I'm encouraging you to ask you doubts? Because indirectly I'm giving you the scope that you have to practice even a bone at your home. I told you 2 hours practice. If that is carried out, definitely you will have doubts. Because all the questions you cannot do it, as you know it. If you do 50 sums, at least 5 to 10, so you will have doubts. 20 sums you have done, at least 22 questions, so you will have doubts, right or not? Whether how it came answer or answer not matching to you or answer is not available, how to solve, any way you may have doubts. So those questions will compile and will carry on doubts. So today and tomorrow also we'll continue with this topic. Next, I'll go to next application of trigonometry. Because teaching is already done. But if you listen and I teach theory, what is the use? Exam, what is meant? You have to understand the question and you have to use the principle, formula related to comprehend the question and then solve to the last step. And then you must be able to deliver the sequence of steps by comprehending the question. How it will come? If I teach and you listen and you copy, it won't come. Are you getting or not? So it will come by expertise and by your involvement and doing it. How I am doing, you should be able to do it. As you ask the question, how I am explaining on the board, same way you have to be able to do it. Any question. Because we are not sure of content like that. Same question, these are important, these are not important, this is a pakka question, like language, content, social science you'll get. But maths, what you can say? If I change the number and one expression term, question is completely changing. Like that, you do hundreds, thousands also, you are not able to remember the answers. That's why situation-wise, question-wise, understanding and then doing, using the principle. That should be your strategy in practicing the problem and in excelling or else perfecting the subject. I hope you are getting what I am talking, right? So you have to instantly react. It's completely like a batsman you are. A bowler is throwing or else bowling the ball. As per the ball you will play or you will play every time like this only. You prepare only first I have to play every time. Then you will be throwing Yorker, you are out. Okay. So likewise, you should not be determined to with preparedness. You should not go. Only your preparation is the principle, formulae, and then your mind should be attentive at reading the question, then do it. As per question, you have to do. Are you getting what I'm saying? So it's not prior preparation by heart. That is not work out in maths. That's why hard work is not important. Concentration with full attention and your interest and your flow of brain logic. That is very important in maths. Students who are doing 1 hour also they are excelling because they have proper mechanism of what is learning of maths. So these are all things why I am saying you because to excel these are all things you have to input and adopt it in the classroom or in the preparation or in the exam time. Then only you will excel. Because this is a strategy for perfecting the maths. Other subject strategy doesn't work here. You are understanding what I am saying? So, other day, Shivam has sent one question, other boy has sent one question, Saurav. So, like that, I am keeping them and I am clarifying them. No, sir, I have doubt in this concept. Still, I cannot ask you before others. I will come individually. That also welcome. You have to approach because we taught 3 or 4 times. Again, I am teaching, you will be there listening, and there is no improvement. So, practice and then ask doubts. This should be continuous phenomena for that till next month. Maybe I told you March 15th after your pre-final exams will be there. 2 pre-finals can be there. So still we have around 1 month and thorough revision can be done in all the topics and electoral topics also. So I hope can I continue with the doubts or any other doubts? Right? Okay. I will be giving the doubts of what is the question asked. No talking. Actually, you asked the last question, na, Shivam? See, this is about surface areas volumes only, and a very critical question. See, water is flowing from a canal. See, you know one fundamental principle of physics. Distance is equal to speed into time. You know it, na? Based on that, we will proceed. And how to convert kilometers per hour to meters per second. If you multiply with 5 by 18, kilometers per hour is converted to meters per second. You know this concept also, na? Now we'll use those concepts here. See it. The question I am reading, note down. Water is flowing at the rate of 2.52 kilometers per hour. 2.52 kilometers per hour. Through a cylindrical pipe into a cylindrical tank. So from the pipe it is going through a cylindrical pipe into a cylindrical tank. So pipe is cylindrical and tank also cylindrical. Are you clear? This is water. Water is flowing through a cylindrical pipe into a cylindrical tank. The radius of the base is 40 centimeters. So cylindrical tank radius is 40. Okay. If the increase of the level of water in the tank in half an hour is 3.15. So already some water is there. In half an hour, this height is 3.15 meters. See, increase in height means it is cylindrical height only, na? Okay. So indirectly this part also cylinder only volume. How much water is right according to that volume of cylinder only will increase or not. So indirectly volume flown through water pipe in half an hour at the speed, at the rate, is equal to volume of the water raised in the cylindrical tank. Is this the same principle? Can you say it like this? So we'll take this part. So volume of water flown in the pipe is equal to volume of water rise in the tank. Because both are cylindrical, we are comparing two cylinders. And time all those will take now. Okay? Because distance is equal to speed into time now, will take. Find the inner diameter of the pipe. Okay. He is asking diameter of the pipe. Pipe has some thickness, na? So inner diameter is asked. If you know radius, you will find the diameter. Okay? So we'll take here volume of pipe is equal to volume of cylinder as per this. Later on, both are cylinders only, na? So here pipe, I have to take different measurements because radius are different and heights also different, right or not? See here, pi I take pi only because pi cancels. R1 square into H1, suppose I want to take. Radius of the pipe, it was not known to us. Right or not? Because it is asking that one, diameter of the pipe. Radius is unknown, diameter is also unknown for us. Pi R1 square into H. H is equal to, height is equal to distance per mass. Is it vertical is height, horizontal is distance only. Both are same only, na? Only the appearance is different. If it is kept like this is height. If it kept like this is distance. Right or not? So distance is equal to speed into time. Water flown in 50 minutes. So speed to time is equal to, which is equal to the pipe only we are taking. That's it. Height of the pipe I want water flown height pipe. Indirectly water flown this horizontally how much distance water travel. That is I'm taking. Speed to time is equal to 2.52. This is kilometers per hour. So you convert into meters per second. 5 by 18. Because that is centimeters also given, that also will convert into meters. It cannot be converted centimeters. Other side also have to convert into meters because this is meters per second. So speed is came into time. What is the time given? 15 minutes or not? 15 minutes given, not? Right? So 15 into seconds I have to convert 60. speed converted into meters per second into time is it equal to distance only na? That is nothing but height only na?
Yes, sir.
Are you clear? Vertical height, indirect horizontal distance. So I will take this part 2.52 into 5 by 18 into 15 into 60. Are you clear what I wrote? Are you understood what I did? Because it's given 15 minutes. Half an hour, sorry. In the tank in half an hour you told. So we are taking 30. Half an hour is 30 na? 30 minutes into 60 seconds. Because this is meters per second. So this is also 30 minutes means 30 minutes into 60 seconds. So time into speed converted to meters per second and pi r1 square. This is all h only. With respect to time. Speed to time is nothing but height. Height is nothing but distance. Pi r square h. H is nothing but distance here. Okay? Are you clear with this part?
Yes, sir.
Now this is the volume factor. So here I take 30. Is equal to again volume of the water rise in the tank. Again this is also cylinder only. Pi. Pi is pi only. Now radius pi r square h. Right? R is equal to 40. But it has to be in meters because these are in meters now. So 40 by 100. Right or not? But this is radius only na? Or diameter? Radius only na? 60 is, yes, radius. So meters I converted into height. .15 meters. Okay, height rising, right? So these are the meters. So 315 by 100. Are you clear? Height rising 3.15 meters na? 3.15 is 315 by 100 because to cancel out without decimals I made it. So here also 2.52 I take 252 by 100. Yes or not? To make the calculation easier, I made like this. Now are you clear with these things? Now R will come. It is the radius of the pipe. Diameter is 2 into R you get. Are you clear with this part? If you get this, is over. While doing this part only, you have to be careful. Understand the problem and then converted and volumes are equated. Both are cylinders only, pipe as well as tank. Are you clear with now? But how to get this part? How much comprehension required? And then how many conversions, intermultiplication you are doing? Are you getting it?
Yes.
Because the question is in English, you have to comprehend and you have to come like this. Figure not must. For your understanding, only I come figure. For your figure is not required. Construction also you require figure. Remaining all this not a must. Are you clear? That also raw figure, then figure like that, depending upon the mass. 2 mass question given, no raw figure required. 3 mass question given, raw figure. 4 mass given, steps also. Likewise, you have to see construction also. According to weightage, you have to proceed. All of you are clear till now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Don't do other things when I am listening. Once I said close it. Then what you can see here, you can take pi cancel, right? Then both are cancel equal na. Pi will be divided one side, other side. Okay, next 100 also cancel, right? And this 0 0 100, this 0 0 also cancel, right? 100 means 3 into 10, 6 into 10, 4 into 10, 4 into 10 like that. Okay, still more anything left out? This will cancel 18 1 jar, 18 4 jar. Okay. Now we'll see simplify still more. Better don't go at a time. 70 into 18. Better not. 70 into 18 into R1 square is equal to, here 5 will cancel. 5 is 60, 3, 5 20s. Here 4 5s. Right? Here 4 25s. Right or not? 63 by 125. Yes or not? 63 by 25 into 5, 125. By cancel. Here 18 into 70 into R1 square. Are you clear? Understood now?
Sir, that will be by 5 step by 100 too.
Yes, anyway you go. No difference. No? Anyway you go, but same, no difference. You do that way also, you get same one. You do either way, no problem. Anyway it will come. Because cancellation, no? There is no further cancellation required now. 63 by 125, you cannot cancel, you leave it. And here 18, and here 70, and here R1 square. Now you got R1 square. So R1 square means this 2 will come here. 63 by 125 by 70 by 18. Clear? Both will come divided on this side. Now you can cancel. 7 9s are 7 10s are 9 2s are 1 by 250 into 5 2500. Then R1 is equal to root of this. 1 root is 1, 2500 root is 50. Yes or not? All this in meters only, na?
Yes.
And diameter is equal to that diameter you ask in a pipe into 2. So 2 by 50 meters means 1 by 25 meters. 1 by 25 means 0. First you keep one decimal, 10 will become. 10 will not go again 0. 100. 4. This is 0.04 meters. That is the answer. That is the diameter of the pipe. See, R1 scale is a perfect scale, then only you are clear. If you are getting not a perfect scale, then you are wrong. Because R1 scale is coming up, from the R1 you will get, from the diameter you will get. Are you understood?
Yes, sir.
You do any way calculation, answer will come same only. Anyway you cancel, answer will be coming same only. Like these questions are mostly expected in the exam. Definitely will come. Because you must know speed, time, conversion, a lot of factors are there to get mistake. Like these questions are sure to get in exam, remember it. So like these questions, as many you do, at least 50 sums you do, then you will be able to do perfectly in exam. That's why I told you, come up with a different. Suppose you have other doubt. All the methods are described and explained in the classroom. So other day, I think one more doubt I got. After noting this, I'll explain it. Are you there, Shivam? And answer is that only, na? Not second answer. You are not right. It is a previous year question 2015 they gave, 7 years back. CBSE exam. It's an exam question. So I already told you like this question will come definitely. But at that pattern is different, 18 marks pattern. So maybe for 3 or 4 marks, 4 marks it must be given. Eight steps you got already, na? You will get it automatically. You will get no need to extend it, stretch it. And I did the simplification to the best, maximum possible directly. That whatever you do it, don't keep into decimals. Always convert into fractions and then cancel. Then finally you find. See, I kept the final answer. Even if I leave 1 by 20,000, no problem. Final answer I make into decimal. In between I did not use any decimal. You see it. Because calculation is easy if you confine into fractions to cancel out.
What is the value? 0.0?
0.04 better. 0.04 meters. Because all in meters only I converted to. Or 4 centimeters. That also you can know. Into 100 you do. So diameter is equal to 4 centimeters. Because it is in meters. That also you can write. 4 centimeters also right. Now I will explain one more question. Okay, he asked me the AP question. Can I raise the board?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So this question is for AP. See here, two APs have same common difference. So AP1, AP2, D is equal to D. Common difference is same. Are you clear? The first term of AP, one AP is 2 and the other is. So A is equal to 2 and here A is equal to, here I take here A dash. Okay, because both should be different now. Here D is D dash. D is equal to D dash. Now Both are same, so no need to differentiate. Here this is 7, first term is 7 for other AP. Are you clear it? How I am mentioning? First term of one AP is 2, other AP is 7, common difference are same. Now see the question. The difference between their 10th term is the same as the difference between their 21st. So A10 minus A dash 10 is equal to A21. Alright, A dash 10 minus A10. Because first one is big now. This minus this side. A dash 10 minus A10 is equal to A dash 21 minus A21. Difference between their 10 terms is equal to difference between their 21st terms. Are you getting it what I am doing? Yes? I am reading the question and I am doing it. See it. I am not doing anything on my own. The difference between their 10 terms is the same as the difference between the 21st terms. What is the same as the difference between any two corresponding terms y? Which is same as the difference between any two corresponding terms? Which is the same as the difference between any two corresponding terms y? So what is equal is asking between the two terms. Let me go with this substitution. So first A dash 10 is equal to, so what comes this one? A dash plus 9b, right or not? Right or not? Minus A plus 9b. Is that not? I applied the formula. Because A dash different, D is same only. That's a D kept, I kept D only. Here A dash are different. Is equal to A dash plus 20D minus A plus 20D. Are you clear? Enter formula A plus n minus 1 into D I wrote. Are you understanding? Now expand that. A dash plus 90 minus A minus 90. So 90 cancel is equal to A dash plus 20D minus A minus 20D. 20D cancel. So A dash minus A is equal to A dash minus A. What is the constant difference between them? Difference is that only. Their constant difference are equal between them is their first terms only. Because others are same only. Only with first term I started with 2, 5, 8, 11, here 7, 10, like that. Others difference is same only. See here. If I take here 30, common difference same only now. Others 21 terms also if I go, 10 term also difference becomes same. 21 terms also. So what is the difference between them? Only first term difference is the difference. So the constant difference between the two APs is only the difference of first terms. That only asked. Only the difference of first terms. Because that is the only difference. Because they are different with first term. Remaining are same. Because same sequence they are progressive. The difference is continued. Okay? That only asked. Why means others, what is the reason he asked which are equal, which are different, and why? Why means this is the first answer, logical reasoning. And second one, since the common difference for both APs is same. That's why remaining are same. You take any number this way, thousands, hundreds also it becomes same only. Common difference for both APs is same. And the difference between the first terms only is different. Remaining are same. This is a logical question. Maybe you did not understood the question. I think that's what we asked. But questions like this, if you can interpret the what you can say meaning of the question only, then you can solve it. There is nothing here to do. But question you did not understand, you leave this. Or getting it, that's a comprehension, understanding of the question is very, very pivotal for you. That's why language perfection and language verbology, use of lot of terms and understanding and communicating, interacting, reading, listening of English is a very fundamental for you. That's why I suppose or I encourage teaching you in English and interacting with you in English. Because it's indirectly when I am doing these things, your learning is happening. If I am interacting personally, that doesn't help out anything. So it is all whatever effort should be towards the learning of subject, so it is to be advantageous to you. I hope I am clear. Both two doubts which are got for me, I have explained. Right? So tomorrow we will continue. And what I told you, example problems and NCERT, compulsory you practice and ask me doubts. That is a board syllabus for you. Are you clear? And don't do objective pattern because that is not in our syllabus. 2, 3, 4 marks pattern only. Don't do very long question. Don't do very short. In between, you know already. Like these questions, what we are discussing, you have to do it. And ask what are doubts you are having. Still, you can do like this another 50 days. And then we may go for sample papers. If you get anybody hard copy latest sample papers, you get into the class I'll explain then and there, and I can give back to you. Okay? If I get also, I'll use, but officially there is no specific copy with the pattern of term 2. It is confined now only. Populations may send by this week like this. Otherwise, if you have also, we'll use it. Okay? After the revision. It's okay. Thank you all.